You've mentioned Westmont's commitment to the liberal arts on a couple of occasions, but as fostered by the liberal arts, in what ways does it contribute to the practice of innovation and innovation as exercised in engineering?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm sure that the folks in your scholars network, again, know more about this than I do, but there's a idea that people call the Medici effect. And in fact, there was a book that was even written about it. And my possibly naive and I know somewhat restricted idea there, of kind of to encapsulate it, the question was, what happened during the Renaissance when Da Vinci and all of his buddies come together, often through the funding that the Medicis created for them? There was this wild explosion of creativity, innovation, invention. How did that transpire? And one of the hypothesis statements behind that is that if you bring people that are tremendously diverse together, what will happen at the beginning is sort of the banging heads thing, trying to understand how do people think about this differently, learning each other's vocabulary, learning the lens through which they see different things. And so there's a period there that often is quite turbulent. But
Yeah.
then what happens after that, if this hypothesis rings true, and I believe we see this not only in the area of the Renaissance, but other places as well, what happens is a wild explosion of creativity and innovation. And
Yeah.
so the liberal arts gives my students a chance to have at least a little slice of that experience where they're getting together with people that think really well about religious studies, people that think really well about political science, people that think really well about communication. And they can do that in ways that I would never be able to help them do because those aren't my areas of
Mm.
expertise. But when they come together with that skill set, I
Yeah.
believe that it creates a foundation for them to be able to love well by creating well as engineers. And so we love the Christian Liberal Arts Foundation. By the way, I've got a board of directors for my engineering program that has some unbelievably talented leaders in technology industry across the spectrum, people
Mm.
that run $100 million plus construction companies, people that are VPs for names that everybody recognizes, like Northrop and Raytheon and places like that. When they come together to talk about the mission at Westmont, they'll say things like, "We're really excited to hire grads, Dr. J, because engineers that are excellent have to do the technical stuff with
Yep.
excellence. But that's necessary, but again, not sufficient. What we want is people that are technically trained and absolutely excellent in that area, but they also work well on teams. They also have a skill set that allows them to work through difficult conversations with people. Really what they even will almost sort of whisper in my ear is, could you give us excellent engineers that are kind?
Huh.
And we believe that being part of a Christian liberal arts institution doesn't automatically make you kind, but we believe that it facilitates an environment that helps you learn to interact with people thoughtfully and kindly, and hopefully with the humility that goes, oh my gosh, I need to understand more about how you see this problem. Tell me more about that. Even though we might disagree, I really want to understand you because I know that you think well, and your friendship's valuable to me. If we could create engineers that could have conversations like that, and they can also use Laplace transforms to solve diffie-qs the right way and all those kinds of things that engineers do, then we think we've created something that's really fantastic.